factory for mainly for demonstration. This one, the green color one for auto feeder, for feeding the plastic into the pyrolysis machine by 60-ton hydraulic pressure. This one, right now we are seeing the silver color for the pyrolysis reactor system. The plastic will be fit inside, and after heating will be converted the plastic to liquid, and finally will be converted to oil gas. Oil gas again will be flowed to the condensation system and by the cooling water, and finally will be converted to oil gas. Okay, right now we are showing the multitude for the condensation system. On the bottom of the reactor system, this is the furnace for heating. So we heat it. So we heat will be here. So we can use the produced oil from the pyrolysis plant. We can use either initial time. You can also use the propane or some other some LPG for the initial heating. So this is a burner for heating. We can use the automatic control burner. So after setting the temperature, so it can work and stop and work automatically. Here we go. Here is the container size about the condensation system. So when we send you every part already assembled and finished assembly in my factory. So when arrive to your site, you just assemble the big part one by one. So the installation time will be very fast. Our system, I will see here's the condenser, the oil water separator. In the bottom there are two tanks. This oil pump can automatically transfer the oil from both tanks to the bigger final storage tanks. And here we go to the other side. There are some other wires there. So all of here are through another side for the condensation system. Here is the vacuum system for ensure safety. This is the first oil tank. This oil tank. So from the glass during the oil producing, we can see clear of the oil transferring. Oil will be producing and flow to the first oil tank. To this of here. The blue one of here is for the scrubber system. For burning, because we're burning in the furnace, we'll produce the smoke. So during the process, and we put the smoke and go through the scrubber system. So this is mainly for removing the emission. So finally, after removing the emission, the smoke goes from the chimney and then emit to the iron. So this is no pollution. Again here, this system. Of course, right now they have some disconnected part. So this is for spool conveyor, mainly for discharging the carbon black. The carbon black will be dropped down from after the oil gas finish producing. The carbon black will be falling down from here. Here should have one more spool conveyor. So carbon black falling down to the spool conveyor, again transfer from this spool conveyor. And finally go to the storage tank for storage. Of course, up here, as we can see here, water jacket. The water jacket for reducing the temperature of the carbon black during the discharging. Here the storage tanks. The carbon black falling down to here, and finally we can package it from the bottom. Of course, we can also use the automatic packaging machine for sealing, for packaging, and also for sealing the bags. This line here for the distillation, for further refining of the old oil, either from a pyrolysis plant, also from the waste engine oil, with motor oil. Here, this line is for right now the workers are doing assembling it. It's for my customer from Australia. He want to recycle the sawdust for putting into this machine. So for produce the gas, and the gas, and for make finally for use this gas for make electricity. Here's the feeding system. The sawdust will be feeding to here by the school feeder. So by the school feeder from the bottom to the top, and then finally goes from there. In the bottom here is for the furnace system for heating. Sawdust go totally. There are 2 chambers inside the reactor, the above one and the second one. Sawdust go inside here, and by the finally will be work gas. Gas will be go from here, and similar to the classic pyrolysis plant. Finally will be go to the condensation system. The uncondensable gas, we call it, this gas will be the Australian guy will collect it and therefore produce electricity. This is the sawdust we buy, and we will do the testing. Okay. This whole system for the air suctioning. First is the oil. First is the draft fan for produce the pour, and then will be suctioning. So during carbon discharging, we turn on this motor. The air suctioning works, so it has the pour for sucks. Firstly, the carbon will be sucked to the top one cyclone system, and after that, some carbon black will be dropped down to the red color tank. So if some carbon is still not to here, then we go from the side again for cyclone again. Finally, we will go back to here. This is the back filter system. After back filter, we also collect some carbon. Here we discharge some carbon for showing to the customer how it works. Here. So this one over here for reducing. This is a silencer for reducing the noise. This is how it works. All of the steel plate come from the China National Control Company, the top 10 company. So this is a steel plate for making the boiler plate. This is the high standard. So first the steel plate, first we put it to the rolling machine, and to roll it. After rolling, we put the rolling part to there. There for the automatic controlling. For automatic welding. So the welding will be totally 6 times. Outside 3 times and inside another 3 times. This is the welding stage. So after welding, right now still hot. Just after welding, the welding surface is flat. You can touch. Check it. Just after. Inside also have the welding, another 3 times of welding. But after welding here, then they put the reactor to this part, to here. And you can see the spiral plate inside. The spiral plate is this part. Therefore, putting the spiral plate also other accessories inside here. So very important for making the machine in the centric position in the same line, right? Concentric. Only this during the operation is keep stable and not jumping like this. Different size. This is for 1 ton. This will be sent to my Italy.
Ah, okay.
1 ton. This is 10 ton. Both of these are 10 ton.
Okay.
This is a rotation drum. During the pyrolysis process, this one will keep rotation. Outside insulation cover keeps stable. Sometimes about 5 or 6, sometimes more than 10, depending on the order. Right now the order is busy. Tomorrow we will load 8 pyrolysis plants to a Chinese customer. This area is mainly for manufacturing the insulation cover for the reactor. Yes, now they are making that. Here this is like the news for fixing the rock wool. First we put the rock wool here, and above the rock wool we put the refractory concrete, like this. This is just a thing. It's still not dry. Here's the warehouse for the storage of the small accessories. So the small parts we send to you will be put into the wooden box. In every wooden box we have the equipment, the detailed list of the which part inside. All of this accessories, like this. This is for the gasket for sealing the flanges. So from here we can see the oil producing. Different accessories, the ball valve, something all of detail. All of our valves are made by stainless steel. Stainless steel 316. And this is warehouse. We have people specially in charge of for loading. When we send to you, almost every part is already included in. So normally for the machine you don't need to buy some other parts. The roller for supporting the reactor makes the rotation. We make it here ourselves. The bearing we buy from Huayin Bearing. This is also the top three company in China. And for the other parts for the roller, we make it here. So here are some storage. You know, like this part. This is graphite packing. Graphite packing also for sealing. So this is wearable parts, like this. So this one, normally during the customer place order, we suggest them to buy more because in some countries they cannot find it. Even they find it, but the quality is different from here. Oil burners. In a wooden box, here we put the oil burners. You know, for burning the pyrolysis oil, this needs a special oil burner, not for normal diesel burner. Like the normal diesel burner, if you burn the pyrolysis oil, after some time will be damaged. So this is specially designed for the pyrolysis oil. All of these are the oil burners. The voltage and the hertz regarding to the motor will be made according to the request from the customer. This is the draft fan, and here the control panel, the normal control panel. The control panel, and here are two languages, both Chinese and English. Like this is the order from the America, from USA. So this cargo will be sent to them. John Blair is the guy name. And this guy, John Blair, he told us that he has some relation with your PM, your ex-PM, Blair. Here the shell cover in both ends of the reactor drum. So one reactor has two like this. So firstly we make a steel plate and we send it to the factory especially for making this. So after making, they will do the heat treatment for ensure the quality. Also here, this is the reactor almost after assembling here. Here is the gear and the reducer box. The gearbox are made by cast steel. The cast steel is very strong, much stronger. Here's the roller. Also, our gear it doesn't connect with the reactor drum directly. In this way, the heat won't transfer to here and make it deform. This is the 1 ton. 1 ton plant will be sent to Italy. Here is the feeding door. This is a special request from Italian guy. He requests to make the door like with mechanical. You plug in, open, plug out, will be closed, automatically controlling. Here are some ready parts will be delivered. This is a furnace for heating. Like here, the three bigger holes, 1, 2, 3 bigger holes for putting the oil burner or the natural gas burner. The 3 smaller ones for putting the syngas burner. So here, this door is for checking the maintenance. This is also a furnace, reactor furnace. This is the container size of the cooling system for condensation system. this is here the ready-made will be delivered. All of it here. So we indicate different color for different medium. Like the main color is green. So here blue color for the water. This one both for 10 ton, 10 ton system, 10 ton pyrolysis system. This one is for 1 ton pyrolysis system. This one both are ready. And also after order. Here, this workshop is for the polishing. Before painting, we do the polishing. We do sandblasting, and for polishing the surface of the components. So right now the workshop is quite quiet. Here the plasma cutting. So any different shapes or something we want to cut, we put here, and here for storage after cutting. Now my company is researching the market about the robot. So we want to in the future, in the coming days, we are planning to use more robots, especially for the welding, and so that we can make the job is more better, and also the efficiency is higher. This is the frame. This is the oil gas go inside the here the pipes, the cooling pipes. The water is flowing among them. How